By special invitation, we had the privilege to return to the 2024 Fall Danny Langston Memorial Antique Tractor and Engine Show. It was held Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at the Dyer City Park in Dyer, Tennessee. We had a lot of fun at the show and truly thank everyone who talked to us on and off camera. We hope to see you all again soon. The following are interviews and sights around the events.
Okay. Can I have everybody's name?
Jamie.
Becky Smith.
Jeff Smith.
Carl.
Keith Lowry. Walter.
Okay, and I got everybody's permission to film, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, what got you guys into collecting tractors and engines?
I grew up with them.
You grew up.
Tractors, so just never got rid of the bug.
Anybody else?
I got two little grandsons that show interest in it. They come from a farming community, so I take off out of the crop to come down there with them.
Okay. So where is everybody from?
Mayfield, Kentucky.
Mayfield.
Mayfield.
Holland Oak, Kentucky.
Okay.
I'm from Benton, Kentucky.
Okay.
Mayfield, Kentucky.
Mayfield.
Farmington.
Farmington.
White Bluff, Tennessee.
Oh, only one Tennessee in here. Well, actually two. But I don't count because I'm from Kentucky and Tennessee.
He's almost a local guy.
Yeah.
It ain't but about 100 miles.
Yeah, there is. And that's next door neighbors, crow flies. Okay, and what kind of engines or tractors do you guys have here today?
I've got an 8N Ford 1950 model today. I left my others at home.
Okay.
I've got a 1963 5010 John Deere and a 1969 5020 John Deere.
Wow.
I've got a G High Crop, it's 52 model, and I've got also a 51 GW.
We've got that 61 340 International Road there.
Okay. So you're the one that owns the Bright Red International through there. Okay.
It's the first time it's been shown.
Wow. I thought it was here last year, but I guess not. It was a different one. And you?
Me?
Yeah.
I got a 1952 GW John Deere today, here today with me.
Okay. He got rid of my list. If you could buy any tractor for a collection, what would it be? If price was no matter, and it was readily available to you, what engine do you think that you or tractor that you would want?
1972 4020 John Deere.
Okay.
That'd be my preference.
I would buy an 8020 John Deere. That would have been about a 70 model, I don't know. Somebody help me.
Early 61.
Older 61. I had a chance to buy, Walter knows it, I had a chance to buy a 8020 fair shape, fairly good, 20 years ago. What, 20?
Probably so.
$15,000. I told the guy, I said, that's too high. And they fix them up now, an 8020 just made right at 100 of them. 100 of them.
What's out there?
And they fix them up now, and the last one that we saw brought, I believe it was like 365,000 at the sale.
North of 300.
North of 300,000. I've been to sale 2 or 3 times, and they bring around 300, anywhere from $250,000 to $350,000 now. That's where I should have bought an 8020.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of tractors I like. I might buy a 6030 if money was no object.
You guys, do Do you know?
Oh, I'd love to have a 706 like my dad bought new in 1966.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my goal, so to speak.
You want that for sentimental reasons. And you?
I reckon, I don't know, maybe a 620 John Deere high crop be next on my list. Money's no object.
Okay. How long have you been doing this memorial, and how did you hear about it, and when did you join and figured this was something that you wanted to do?
Well, it's my first time here. I just learned about it from word of mouth from a young fella in the tractor club. He invited us to come down, so here we are.
Okay.
Same way here. This is our first time. We'd never heard of it before, but we're in a local club out of, where are we based out of?
Well, Paducah, Mayfield.
Purchase area.
Is what it actually
In
is.
Kentucky, which is the western part.
Western.
Yeah.
And we try to help. We have a show in May there in Mayfield. Everybody's welcome to it, and hopefully some of them that's here today can come to it.
Yeah.
And we'll return the favor and come down here. But this is my first time.
Okay. And you?
This is my first time down here, and of course back home there's a couple of young college-age boys that I have befriended, and they come to my place and drive tractors, whatever. But another their friend Jacob Barnes, they all invited me down here, so that's why I came.
Okay.
This is our first time. The young man that's kind of ramrodding it, we met him at Discovery Park at the show there, and he's just a fine young fella, and he asked us a couple of different times to come, so we just to support the show.
Okay. And you?
This is my second time here. I was here back in the summer when they had the show in town. But the same reasons like they're talking about, the young man that's putting it on
What you need, Ray?
seemed like a good kid, and good, when I say kid, he's a young man, I should say. And we want to try to encourage the young people to be involved in it, so we've got to keep it going.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time for doing this. No, we truly appreciate it, and the reason why we come out here is to help our community to, get more people involved,
Get the younger people involved.
get the younger people involved, These things are wonderful to pass down, like where I'm from, in eastern Kentucky, the women have quilting bees, and they always invite the younger girls, to come in because it's something that's passed down, because it's a dying art. The younger generation, wants to text and, do different things, but I think this is a wonderful thing to pass down to the next generation.
Right.
Well, the young people today, even if they're on a farm from a farming family, you can't turn them loose in that $500,000 piece.
Yeah.
Where we grew up, you learned to operate whatever was on the farm. Safety kind of figured in a little bit, but that wasn't the highest priority. It was you learned to work, and you learned, and we need to encourage the young people today to get involved in something like this, because there's no other option for them.
Yeah.
He's someone here that's a big time farmer anymore, and he can't even let his grandchildren drive the equipment a whole lot of the time.
Yeah.
Because the financial risk is so high.
And that's so sad. Okay.
This is where the shows like this and working out on the farm, that's where I say little boys, the two boys help me on the farm are 14-year-old and some 16, maybe 20. That's where they need to be. It keeps them occupied and keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah.
We have a round or two out there on the farm about the phones, getting on the phones and playing the game. But we've about got that worked out. But like I say, I still farm, and the if it wasn't for my granddaddy and my great granddaddy, I wouldn't be farming today. So I'm hoping I'm passing that on to them and passing on that legacy to them.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right, so this is a 1942 Farmall H that I restored as an FFA project. I started in January of 23 and then finished in August, about 2 days before the state fair started. And I've been completely through everything, engine, transmission, all of it's been completely gone through. And I did all the paint work. I've never painted a tractor before, so this is the first one I painted, the first one I've been completely through. I've done a lot of mechanic work with my granddad, so this was a real fun project, and he helped me a lot. And then the local antique tractor club in Murray helped me a lot.
Okay. What's your name again, darling?
Aiden Grooms.
Aiden Grooms, that's right. And you're from?
Murray.
Murray. Okay. And what got you into the hobby in the first place?
My granddad, we'd go to shows a lot, and we've slowed down on that. As he's gotten older, we'd go to shows a lot, and then I'd go a couple times with my parents, and I always enjoyed that. And then he's got some property that I'd always do some work. He's got a little red belly Ford that we do a lot of work with, and so that sort of got me into it, and it's just sort of snowballed from that.
Okay. Okay.
You're welcome.
Can you tell me your name, please?
Nick Caldwell.
Okay, and this is your tractor?
Yes, ma'am.
What can you tell me about it?
So it's a 62 140 Farmall. It's 95% all original. Only things I've changed are the starter and the radiator and water pump. And it runs pretty darn good whenever it wants to run.
So, you guys are young fellas, and
Yes.
so what got you interested in this hobby?
Aiden.
Aiden?
He's my roommate.
Okay.
And I went to high school with him, and he threw me on his H one day and said, "Here, go drive it." And I was like, "This is pretty fun." I was like, "I want to get my own so I can kind of just learn and not feel bad whenever I tear it up."
Right.
So that way I can just have my own to go tear up and run around whenever I feel like it. So that was my thing. It's relaxing to just go out and drive or go out and work on little things here or there. It's just a nice break from every day.
Okay. And if you could have any tractor in the world, and money was no object, what would you want?
So right now I want a John Deere H. But recently I saw that there was a prototype H that was unstyled, and it was the OX. I think I want to try and find or build one of those, basically.
No, you want an ox.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that's currently what I want. I'm not too sure though. But I found that last night, and I was like, I kind of want to do that. So.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank everyone who participated in the 2024 Fall Danny Langston Memorial Antique Tractor and Engine Show. We hope to get to see you again next year.